What are the top 5 red flags when viewing properties?
Ooh.
Welcome back to our series of top 5s, funnily enough, sponsored by the lovely Marbella Interiors and the even lovelier Rebecca Want from Marbella Interiors. Designer-inspired furniture schemes without the designer prices.
There you go.
I'm getting it.
You've got it
Not a
memorised
script
now.
in sight. So this is a good one.
Yes, I like this
The
one.
top 5 red flags when viewing property. What are they? In reverse order.
In reverse order. Well, the price that feels too good.
If it's too good to be true,
It's
too
probably
good
too
to be
good to be true.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, why is
Why
that
is it so cheap?
cheap? Yeah. And there's normally a reason. Normally, it's an innocent reason that the vendor just has to settle, in which case, wow, what a deal. Great.
Find out what that reason is.
Find out what it is.
And I suppose as a vendor, be honest about that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'll think there's something else wrong
Because
with your
vendors are
property.
sometimes not honest with their agents. They'll
Yeah.
say, oh, I'm selling because, I just fancy to change. Actually, they might have lost the job yesterday, or they might be getting divorced. And people might not necessarily want to impart that information, but it's important as a buyer to know the fundamental reasons why your vendor is selling.
Yeah.
So yeah, just check it out.
Number 4,
Yeah.
paperwork. Vague answers about paperwork.
People don't like dealing with paperwork, do they?
And we do have a lot here.
We do have a lot, and people are like, yeah, but I like the property, I just want to buy it.
Yeah.
No. Have a look at the paperwork. And if you are with an agent and you say, can you send me a document that proves that the community fees are $200 a month? And they go, yeah, it's somewhere in my file, I'll send it to you later. And
Definite
you don't
red
get
flag.
it. That's a red flag. You've got to, if someone promises to send it, and agents should have all this information on file.
And this is where a lawyer comes in as well,
This is
isn't
where a
it?
lawyer comes in, or I want to check that there's no debt attached to the property. Oh yeah, it's fine, there's no debt at all. And they haven't paid the community fees for the last 10 years.
So are you liable as a buyer for that?
Yeah, you are, but the lawyer will make sure that when you take ownership of the property at the notary, that any existing debts are discharged.
Right. So you
So
just need to make
if they
sure.
owe the community 10,000 euros, there'll be a nice fat check for the community for 10,000 euros, not paid by you, by the owner, and you won't be allowed to buy that property if those
debts.
debts haven't been discharged.
So number 3, too much pressure to buy.
Oh yeah, now this is a really weird one, because I'm in the sales business. I'm a real estate agent, and obviously I want people to buy properties, but I don't want people to have a bad deal, and I don't want people to regret what they do. But there are some times when you do have to put the pressure on, because it's such a great opportunity, and
Yeah.
you spent time with that buyer, you know what they want and what they're trying to achieve, and you've got this property that's sometimes presented itself out of nowhere, and you're like, Jesus, if you don't buy this, I might.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I'll have that with the furniture sometimes, where
Yeah.
I don't want to push somebody, but I know that the property's going to complete in December. They want to move in January. If they don't order the furniture now, I'm not going to have it in time. And it's getting that balance between just being genuinely honest. Go, please,
Yes.
confirm what sofa you want so you can be in there for Christmas, or it's not going to be. I
But
get
the
that.
problem is there are so many pushy agents that then
Timeshare style.
it becomes a bit like cry wolf.
Yeah.
If I'm also saying it, they're going to go, oh, everyone's saying this. So you've
Yeah.
got to, I think you can do that when people trust you. And you can only build trust when you've got rapport.
Yeah.
And trust comes from experience and knowledge and all those things. And very often the way I counterbalance this is that when I'm with a client and I see a property with them that is a dog, and it
Be
just
honest.
isn't for them, I will say, look guys, I'm pulling you out of here. Even if you say you like it, this is
buy it.
awful, don't buy it.
Yeah.
And then when you do find the one that is perfect for them and you say, this is perfect for you guys,
They trust you.
they're going to believe you.
So it comes back to, as a buyer, finding an agent that you really feel you can work with.
Absolutely. That you're comfortable with, that you can bounce off. You want to have a good time as well. You want to have a few giggles, but ultimately you've got to put your trust in.
Yeah. So number 2, rental promises but without proof.
Oh gosh, this is.
So the rental thing's been quite relevant, hasn't it, recently?
Yeah, the rental thing has been a bit of a mess, because there was all this talk about, are short-term rentals allowed in certain urbanizations and are they not? And how do you get a tourist license, which you need now? So if an agent says to you, yeah, tourist rentals, of course they're allowed,
Get the paperwork.
get the paperwork, get the proof. If you want that property and you need it to reserve it really quickly, reserve it, but subject to confirmation
So you can do that.
via
so you
the
can have a
lawyers.
private contract
Well, it
agreement.
depends. I mean, sometimes an agent won't allow you to do that.
In which case, should that be a red flag?
Well, possibly, yeah. Because what I would say is, look, I just want to get my lawyer to check this thing about the rentals out. I need 24 to 48 hours. Can I pay a reservation deposit to my lawyer to show intent? But this agreement is subject to the lawyer confirming to me that short-term rentals are allowed.
Okay.
And by the way, can you show me the figures from the last 2 years You know, just so there's lots of things you can do to make it more transparent and safer for you.
Got you. So number 1, no clear legal checks in place.
So very often, again, you'll look at a property and go, wow, this is the property of my dreams, blah, 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 blah. And then your lawyer will check it out and, sorry, there's no license.
So trust your lawyer.
There's no first occupancy license. And that isn't necessarily the end of the deal, because a lot of properties in Marbella have no first occupancy licenses because of all the stuff in the past. And you can still buy them. But that's a heck of a shock if you haven't been told that. And if there's no paperwork on file with the selling agent to inform you of that. Because if a problem is raised early on, you can deal with it, you can overcome it, you can think of ways around it.
Yeah.
But if you get to reservation stage or at the notary and there's something hideous about this property, and you're like, no one told me. And that's awful. So again, it should be a transparent process from day one. If there's a problem or a potential problem,
And if you ask a question, you don't get the answer.
then you need to ask your lawyer to check what the answer is.
Yeah.
Or check with say, look, agents, I want this in writing, please, that this is fine, this is blah, blah, blah. So yeah, to keep hammering away. And if you don't get anywhere with the agents, get your lawyer to check it out.
Okay, brilliant.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No problem.